How you doing? What's up? Welcome to Relatively Sane. I really appreciate you listening. Uh, this is Matt, and I'm looking for a lady. Looking for a fuck buddy, but it's not easy right now because I can't have contact with women, and I really want to, but like I have to just keep touching myself, which is fine because I do that a lot. Like I always do, even when I'm in public. So I'm looking for a lady who doesn't talk with big tits, who will, tell me I'm great all the time and make me a lasagna. I want to thank you for listening to Relatively Sane with Jennifer Carson. Please go on her Patreon and give her fucking money. $5, $8, whatever you can. Patreon. Not Patriot, Patreon, man. Patreon.com/Jessica Kirson. And follow her on social media and YouPorn. She's all over YouPorn, man. Jennifer Carson. So, if you're looking for a man, I'm looking for a lady. Get in touch with me. My name is Matt, and I have brown hair, and I have a tiny dick, and I hate my mother. All right, thanks a lot. Here's Russell Peters.
Everyone, I am so excited for my guest right now. I can't even believe you're doing this for me, but I think it's because we're stuck at home. I mean, I know you love me, but I think it would have been much harder. Russell Peters is on my podcast. This is such a big deal for me.
Is it?
Yes.
Here's how I look at it in my world, because I follow you and I think you're hilarious and I'm a fan and a friend, that I watch especially when you post those videos where you misquote what you're saying. That shit makes me laugh my ass off.
Oh my God, that was all Jim Serpico. That was his idea. I didn't do any of that.
You know what? Now that you said his name again, I do remember him.
Yeah, well, he's my manager and he produces all of my shit. But he's great. That was all his idea. I mean, I laughed so hard.
It's still so. Whenever you do it, I laugh because it makes me laugh.
I gotta tell him, he'll make him feel good. But you're famous. Like, you're famous.
I'm not that famous though, if you really think about it.
But you are.
Grander scheme of things. I mean, am I?
Yes. Where are you really famous? Like, what countries are you like? You walk down the street and people are like, "Holy shit."
Well, that would be Canada for sure, because that's my home and native land. So even when I'm at home in Canada, I don't go out. I just stay in the house.
Mm-hmm.
But I just sold my house there, so I'm homeless in Canada. So
now, what made you sell your house there? Because this country's falling apart.
I did it at the wrong time, but I did it at the wrong time and the right time. I mean, I spent, I think, 11 days in that house last year.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
And I was like, no, this is a lot of money to be paying for a house you're going to stay in 11 days a year.
You look adorable right now with that hat, too. Like, some people are just listening to this, but it's also on YouTube.
Was it on video? I hope it is. That's why I put a hat on.
No, you look adorable. Yes.
I haven't shaved in like a week.
You have a good beard.
I'm Indian. It's easy to grow a beard.
That's true.
Yeah. You're a Jewish woman. You should be able to grow a beard in no time.
I am growing a beard. I have you can't see it, but I'm gonna look like a sumo wrestler after this whole thing is over. First of all, I'm gonna blow up because I can't stop eating. Are you eating more?
My girlfriend is feeding me like a fucking science experiment. She just keeps making things. First of all, I didn't know she could cook this much.
Well, I think some women are just and men are just cooking because they can't deal with what's going on.
So and not just cooking like really good things and often. Yesterday she made an apple pie, a cherry pie, and a banana bread.
Oh my God. I didn't expect you to say that. I thought you were going to say she just made like chicken teriyaki.
No, 2 pies and a banana bread. The day before that, she made tacos. That was easy enough, but like all kinds of fresh ingredients. The chopped lettuce, the diced tomatoes, and she's half Mexican, so it had to be real.
Oh God, yeah, that's awesome. I love banana bread, by the way. I'm jealous.
Yeah,
of banana bread.
This morning, because last night she goes, "How'd you like the banana bread?" I go, It was a little doughy, a little too moist. And she goes, "Oh." And then my assistant Eddie had some, and he's Mexican. He goes, "Oh my God, that's the best banana bread I ever had." I go, "What the hell did I miss?" And she said, "Oh, it's because you're too white." And I'm like, "What? I'm not fucking white. How's this happening?
That's insane. You're white?
Yeah, she goes, you're too white. You're used to white people's banana bread where it's a little drier and a little.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I go, it's more like bread.
I think that's why I like you so much, because you're not white.
Could be.
So wait, tell everyone where you grew up. What part of Canada?
I grew up in Toronto. Well, just outside
Toronto.
of Toronto, to be real. I grew up in Brampton, Ontario, Canada. Brampton is a suburb 20 minutes northwest of Toronto, 25 minutes. And but it's like people that came out of Brampton. Scott Thompson came out of Brampton.
Oh, really?
Michael Cera came out of Brampton.
That's awesome.
That girl, Alessia Cara, the singer girl.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah. And the director, Little X, came out of there.
Yeah, a lot of people went to my high school, like Roy Scheider from Jaws.
Wow.
And Max
Your
Weinberg.
high school's been around forever.
George Washington.
It was actually named after his dad.
Right. Well, so you grew up near Toronto, and how many siblings?
Just me and my brother. He's 6 years older than me. He's also my manager.
Oh my God, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's great. Like, I would totally trust one of my siblings to manage.
Would you let Zach manage you?
Yes, because he's an incredible business person.
Yeah, he does seem like he's got a good business head on his shoulders.
Yeah, he's a director, so he's like, he
detail oriented.
Yes, whereas I'm a mess.
Oh, I'm the same.
Are your parents still together? Did you?
Well, they were. My dad passed like 16 years ago. So,
wow.
But he promised my mom 40 years, and he made it to 40 years, and then he died like 2.5 months later.
Are you kidding me?
Nope. He said, "I will give you."
Weird.
He was like, "I will give you 40 years." He was sick, but he was like, "I'll give you. I'm going to make sure we make it to 40 years."
Oh, wow.
And then he died 2.5 months later. Great love story.
That's a beautiful story, actually. Yeah. They had a good marriage.
Oh yeah. I mean, they argued a lot, and you know, like normal people, you know. And my dad was 16 years older than my mom.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And he was like, he was like an intellect, and my mom was kind of like a more flighty kind of person.
That's like my parents. My mom was she's brilliant, but she's flighty. She's an artist.
Right.
Yeah.
See, my mom's not even an artist. My mom's just kind of,
What does she think about what's going on in the world? I'm curious about that.
Well, that when you're a little flighty and you're not that, you're not much of a critical thinker. Mm-hmm. You just kind of, I don't know. I'm just bored. I want to go out. I'm like, no, Ma, you can't go out.
You're like, yeah. She must be so proud of you.
People going, yeah, she's a good kid, you know. She's happy about everything.
So you have 2 kids now.
I have 2. Yeah, I didn't pull out.
Oh, me either. I know.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad I dodged the twin bullet though. Ooh.
Yeah. I think you would go out. Are you going out of your mind being home a lot? Because you are always on the road. Like, are you a little freaked out about that?
I think the first 2 days I was going a little bit out of my head, but I think I've settled into this quite nicely.
I know, it is kind of like, Jesus, I don't want to ever leave the house now again.
And yeah, and I'm getting some good family time, and my son knows who I am now.
How old? He was like, who the fuck is this coming into my house?
Yeah, who's this guy who wakes up beside you every morning, Ma?
How old is he?
He's 11 months. He's going to be 12. He's going to be 1 year in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something.
Oh, what's his name?
Russell Santiago.
Oh, that's so great.
It's actually Russell, Jesse, Kirson, Santiago.
Yeah, you're right.
I didn't want to ruin the surprise, but
you're so sweet. If you named your child after me, I think I would die.
I don't want you to die.
Well, I might anyway. But anyway, so how happy were you that you had a son? Like, was that a big deal for you?
No, I wasn't expecting another. I didn't want another kid, and then I especially didn't want a son, because I know the energy that boys have. It's very different than girls, and my daughter was so chill.
You love your daughter. Yeah. I mean, of course you love your daughter, but you're like, she's so cute.
Yeah, she's my pal, and you know, and she's understanding, and she's only 9, but she, you know, I could talk to her, and she understands things.
9-year-old little girls are pretty smart. You can talk to them.
Yeah, my daughter tries to play flighty with me, but I'm like, I know you're not that dumb. Don't play dumb with me.
What does she say about what you do for a living?
Apparently, from what I heard through the school.
Oh my God.
And this was, she's in 3rd grade now. I think it was her first or second grade teacher that asked her, said, "Hey, Christiana, your father's never here. He's always, where is he? What does he do?" And she said, "My dad travels around the world telling inappropriate stories on stage."
She said tells inappropriate stories.
Yeah. So she does know what I do.
Yeah, my 4-year-old's like, "You're fucking," she started saying that, and because she watches my videos sometimes, she takes my phone and watches my stand-up. I'm like, oh my God, this is horrible.
Yeah, my daughter, if she hears me swear, she'll do this, "Daddy," and I'm like, "I'm sorry, I didn't." And I don't swear around her, but she'll hear like in the videos or something if I'm posting something.
Of course. What year did you start stand-up? I never asked you these questions. I'm so curious.
1989.
Holy shit. You're doing it 10 years longer than me.
Yeah, 31 years now.
Oh, my God. And where did you first start? Like, what
Toronto.
made you start?
Listen, I just turned 19. And I didn't know what the hell I was going to do with my life, because I came from a blue collar family. My mom worked in Kmart, and my dad worked in a meat plant.
Wow.
And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And like, there was no like, we're not that kind of typical Indian family where they wanted you to go to university to become something, but they're blue collar, and they're blue collar minded. So they're like, look, just get a job with benefits and maybe a pension plan, and if you're lucky.
Mm-hmm. That's different
literally
than
all
the culture. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like, just do something. I just don't want you to be a bum.
So you were like, I want to do comedy?
No, I was working, and then I was like, I'm going to go be a comedian. They were like, yeah, whatever, sure.
Yeah, my parents were like, what are you talking about? You're in graduate school. You're going to be a comedian?
Yeah, my parents were just like, it's literally like if your daughter came to you right now and goes, "Mommy, I'm going to go be an astronaut." Okay, baby, go ahead, be an astronaut.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going
to
fly.
And then, 20 years later, she's a fucking astronaut. You're like, what the fuck is this? She's like, I told you I was going to be an astronaut. Yeah, it's the same thing.
So when do you feel like you crossed because you are huge around the world. I'm not saying it to like, it's true. And you have, let me just say something before I go on. You have the best fans of anyone I've ever worked with. Your fans are amazing. They're very loyal. They're very loyal, and they laugh. They're really good comedy fans.
Yeah, here's the thing is that I think they're not as much comedy fans as they are Russell Peters fans.
Yes.
And then when they come to my shows, I like to bring good comics on before me so that they get introduced to better stand-up.
Yeah, but what you do, no one does.
You've opened for me. Keith Robinson's opened for me. Craig Robinson's opened for me. Joe Coy used to open for me. Tom Segura used to open for me.
Oh, really? I love Tom.
All these guys used to open for me, and now they're all big stars in their own right.
Yeah, that's so awesome. When do you feel like you turned the corner, like where you started selling out rooms? How long did that take?
I think I started selling out like comedy clubs in Toronto in Canada in probably in around 2004.
Oh, it takes a long time, right?
Yeah, it was 15 years in, and then I started to get like a following. I mean, I had like a good piece of following before that in Toronto as well. I would do well on the weekends. It would sell out the Friday and Saturday and maybe the Sunday, but it started to get to a fever pitch around 2004. And that's when it's so funny because the club owner, Mark Breslin, have you ever played Yuck Yucks in Canada?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so Mark and Jeff Silverman, the guy that runs it with him, pull me aside and they go, "Hey, Russell."
Always
yeah,
Jews.
of course. Yeah, of course. So, listen, I wouldn't want to work for somebody else.
I know.
Like if I'm going to get ripped off, man. I want to be ripped off by the best of them.
Of course. we know, yeah.
So they pull me aside. Oh, what happened? What I do?
It's okay.
Yeah. So they pull me aside and they go, "Hey, listen, you're playing our Mississauga club this weekend, and we've never done this before, but they have a ranking system at Yuck Yuck. So if you're a headliner, you're either a AA or AAA. So it's $100, $150, or $200, right?
Wow.
So I was a AAA. Let's not get it twisted. And so I was a $200 show comic, guys. And so they pulled me aside and they go, listen, we've never done this before, but we're going to give you $1 extra per paid customer this weekend. And since we're doing about 14 shows, you're going to make some good money. And I was like, wow, that's really, really kind of you. Thank you so much. And they were like, oh, no problem. Our pleasure. And the tickets were $17, right? They raised the price to 20.
I can't take it. Not even 18.
20. So they got 2 and I got 1.
That's so incredible. So you made $11 extra. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but that was good. I mean, I actually did make more money, but I was just more pissed. I'm like, wait, how are you going to give me 1 and you're going to take 2?
That's so, it's incredible how people do business. And as comics, we're so desperate at the time.
Oh, yeah.
So we're like, oh my God, $1 more a person.
Yeah, I was over the moon. I was like, wait, I'm going to get like over a $4,000 check this weekend. This is incredible.
Well, how do you have the following you have and the like sell out stadiums and then keep your ego in check?
Because you know what it is. I don't think I
you're
ever
really good at
it.
that. You're like not an asshole.
I never expected it. That's why I never had this delusion in my head where I was like, I'm gonna be huge one day.
Me
I
too.
was literally my only goal was just to make a living at this.
Yeah, to be able to like put food on the table and just
yeah, and like not stress out.
Is it uncomfortable for you to get that kind of attention?
No, I like it.
I'm always amazed by people.
I love it. I love it.
It's so, I mean, like, I feel like if I had that kind of a following, I would worry that I was going to lose it one day because it's so overwhelmed. I mean, I'm not saying this is the honest to God truth. Like, you're at a point where there's very few comics at that point where you can fill a stadium. I mean, that's not common. It's just not.
It's kind of becoming the norm if you really think about it, you know?
I think with guys, but I mean, there's thousands of comics that are brilliant who can fill even a comedy club.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think there's more phenomenal comics that are struggling to fill a comedy club. You're right. Than there are the quote unquote A-list that's doing the arenas. You know, I see them all the time and I'm like, damn, that guy's funny. She's hilarious. Like, what is missing from this math? I
know. Isn't it interesting? People just will never go anywhere ever.
I mean, I personally, I think you're the one who's going to be next.
You do?
I really do. I mean, I put you in line with Sarah Silverman and all of the elite. I don't want to just say women, but you're definitely among the elite women. And then comic for comic, you're elite in the comic world.
Yeah, that's very sweet, Russell.
And that's gender free.
Yeah.
I hate going on after you, but that's why I put you on my show because
I love that you did that. I've told people that. I said, Russell said to me, because you don't know how many people in New York are like, I don't want to go after Jess. I'm like, you know what? You're working at the fucking Comedy Cellar. You should be able to follow anyone if you're working here. This is a great club, and same with the Comedy Store or the Improv. But you took me on the road with you, and I remember you telling me because you wanted to be challenged, and I thought that was incredible.
Yeah, no, I used to box, and in boxing, you don't learn anything if you fight bums all the time. You get a false sense of security, and then one day you're going to be walking down the street, and some random guy is going to knock you out. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah, of course.
So it's the same thing with comedy. You're getting a false sense of security if you put a bunch of bums on in front of you that are doing really lame stuff. You want somebody. I want people who are doing much better comedy than I am, and that's not difficult. So.
Oh, stop it! You're so good.
I put really funny people on before me because I want that feeling of I could lose this right now.
That's smart. I think that's actually very. What would you want to do? Like when all this shit passes, what's your goal? Like, would you want to have a sitcom, a talk show? Like, what's been your goal? Do you have one?
Listen, I don't know. You know, this industry can let you down in so many ways.
I know.
And every time you think you've come up with a great idea, they shit on it. And then
really
and then at the end of it,
unreal.
you're not sure who owns that idea anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
You shit on my idea, but did you take it as well?
That
you
happened to me once. I'm not going to get into it, but that did I pitched something and then it happened on that network with someone else. I was like, are you fucking kidding? I just pitched that like 2 weeks ago. And then
I think that happened to Chuck Zito as well with Sons of Anarchy.
I heard that too.
He's not exactly the guy you want to double cross, you know.
Yeah, it's really it's so interesting, and you like I was always wondering that with you. What would be your goal? I could see you having a talk show. I don't know why.
Talk show, sitcom, movies. I'm open to anything. You know, ultimately I got into it because I wanted to be an actor, and then very early on in my, you know, maybe around 1990, somebody was like, "Listen, you're not good looking enough to be an actor." And I was like, "Damn."
Oh God, I know people are so honest. I remember.
That's not. Wow, wait a minute. What the fuck?
No, I'm saying. Oh.
You bitch. What's wrong with you?
No, I didn't mean it like that. That's not what I meant. I meant like I went to the comic strip. You're adorable. What are you kidding me? I went to the comic strip, and I remember Lucian, the owner of the comic strip, saying,
I remember Lucian.
Yeah, we already have, you know, a couple of women that work here that are heavy or what. I was like, what are you, if anyone said that now, they would be arrested.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the thing, too. But, you know, and I'm more impressed that he said it out loud. They usually just do it and don't tell you that they're doing it. Like with me.
That's true.
You know, with me, I was the first Indian guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then for some reason, I don't know, with the powers that be don't really click. I don't know, whatever the deal is, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think in the industry, I don't want to say they're mad, but whatever it is, they didn't create me, so they can't control me.
I know. That's so true.
So they created their own guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say who they are, but, you know, there's guys out there, and they're not bad. They're not bad comics, but they're not going to be able to do what I do.
No.
But they are controlled now by the powers that be. So they are the more famous of the ones now because the powers that be put them there.
Yes.
You're only allowed one brown guy at a time in a movie, or you watch any doctor show and there's only one brown doctor, and I'm like, you ever gone to a fucking hospital, dudes? It's full of Indian guys and girls. It's full of Indian doctors.
You know how stupid that is? Like, I would love to see a show where there's two brown. It's so obvious that it's but you know what? The people that watch it don't notice that shit. They don't. They go. They don't say why aren't there two Indian docs? Like won't even think that.
Yeah, or okay, if we have two, one has to have an accent. I'm like, well, why? They don't actually have to have that. And it's the same, like, but you know, a lot of shows are very weird like that. You know, they'll always, or they'll just try to put together a group of people that would never fucking hang out on a regular basis. It'd be one white guy, one gay black guy, and then there'll be a lesbian and
someone with no feet. Yeah, there's
an Asian person, and they're all hanging out every day, and you're like, that doesn't fucking happen.
What about when you watch cop shows and everyone's hot? I'm like, where the fuck is every cop hot? I don't know. Yeah. I'm in New York. It's not the case.
Yeah. Yeah, they need to get the. I mean, the reality is like poetry, and nobody fucking likes poetry. So
whoever likes poetry is mentally ill.
They're not into reality.
Are you drinking orange soda?
No, I'm drinking water with orange coloring in it.
Do you eat healthy? You do, don't you?
Not as healthy as I should, but I mean, I train jiu-jitsu every day. Well, not right now, and it's killing me. So.
Oh God.
I'm dying without jiu-jitsu right now.
So you go to a gym and do that?
Yeah, I train. I fight with a bunch of other people there.
Oh shit! So it's like really contact. Because I was gonna say, can you do it on?
You can't do it by yourself.
You just beat the shit out of yourself.
I'll call my girlfriend down. Babe, I want to train real quick. Can you just be the person?
Where did can you be the dummy that just
can you try and kill me and I will just defend?
She'll be like, sure. Where did you meet her?
So I went to a fight in Vegas about 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was standing around like the day of the fight, and they have like they have this like a fan appreciation type thing where you can meet like boxers and promoters and the ring card girls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just standing around because it just happened to be right in my vicinity. And I saw this ring card girl from behind.
Oh, wow.
And I took a picture of her from like across the way. I was like, click, like a little pervy creep shot.
Well, that means you were very attracted to her.
And it was from behind. I was like, damn, look at that girl. I went, click. And
she's gorgeous. Oh my God.
Yeah, I sent a picture of her to Floyd Mayweather's assistant. I said, who is this? And he sent it to one of the other ring card girls who he was dating. And he was like, oh, that's Jennifer. Here's her Instagram. And I started following her. And then I started crushing on her. Yeah, I started crushing on her hard. I was like, oh my God.
You courted her. That's what they used to
Not really.
call her.
I just stalked her. I literally stalked her. I stalked her like prey.
And what'd you finally do? Send her a message?
Yeah, I waited. Because, anybody can be pretty. And then I was like, I don't know. I watched her stories and looked at her page. And I was like, oh my God, I think I'm falling in love with this person who I've never met.
Oh, I love this story. It's
and then
very romantic.
Yeah, and then I sent her a message and she didn't open it or reply to it or nothing. And I was like, damn.
Oh,
and then literally.
Did she see how many followers you have?
No. And then because she's beautiful, she has her pick of the litter,
Right.
And then a year later, I sent her another message, almost to the day, unwittingly. And she posted something and I just replied to it. And she replied back and I was like, oh shit, am I talking to her? Oh my God, I started panicking. And I invited her to a show and she came with her mom and her sister.
In
and
LA?
That was it. Yeah. Comedy and Magic Club.
Oh, that's so cool. The way you saw her and kind of fell for her and then stalked her. And that's very romantic to me.
It's romantic and creepy at the exact same time.
Yeah, you're a freak.
Yep, I am.
So you guys have you have a baby and you have and a 7-year-old and you didn't want another kid just because it's so much responsibility.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm 50 years old this year. I know. It's not, I think you're in the same boat as me.
I am. Yeah. I'm wearing diapers like my kids.
Oh yeah, dude. I was dreaming a couple of weeks ago and I was dreaming about peeing. And I was like, and then all of a sudden it felt like in my dream, I was like, oh my God, this is the best pee I've ever had. And I woke up, I was pissing the bed. I had to jump out. Yeah.
Oh no, Russell.
Literally, I was like, oh my God, what a good relieving dream. And I'm like, oh shit. And I woke up and I ran to the bathroom.
And she's younger. Obviously, she's younger.
Yeah, she's 18 years younger.
Oh, good. She'll wipe your ass. You're all set.
No, I got a Japanese toilet. We're good.
Yeah, you have you have a daughter, a son. You have a young, hot girlfriend.
Fiance, I guess.
Your career is incredible.
But I look at people like you, and I honestly, and I'm not trying to flatter you, but I literally, when I watch you post your bits, I literally go, fuck, I really got to step my writing game up. She's so friggin' funny.
See, that's how I feel. Thank you. That's how I feel about you because I can put something up and it gets thousands of views and then it's like 2 new followers. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
If you would just send me a bit, I would post it on my page in a heartbeat.
I'm doing that right now. Fuck this podcast.
Yeah, send me one of those funny bits and I'll, or send me one of those ones even where you have the, with the misquoting.
I'll send you one with the misquoting stuff. Yeah.
That shit makes me laugh so hard.
For people that haven't seen that, it's just me doing stand-up, but the words underneath me have nothing to do with what I'm saying. And then half the time I'm not even on the screen. Half my face is on the screen.
It's amazing. I love it.
I know. Listen, I don't care if you do one. I could care less.
I would. It's funny as I watched it and I go, damn it, I wish I thought of this.
I would have never thought of that. I mean, Jim thought of it.
Well, I'm not gonna, but I want that to be yours and Jim's for sure.
Well, I will send you a bit to post. I mean, you're always helping so many people. You're so generous.
You know why? Because how this business is. Nobody's really your friend in this business. It's full of fake friends.
Some people are. Like, I trust you as my friend. I mean, meaning like there are some good people, but yes, most people are disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah, most people are like, what can I get from that? Oh, you're no good to me now? I watch it. You know, it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I follow so many comics, and I see all the dick sucking going on with
me too.
This one's on top. Let's all comment. Oh man, that's so great. Or, oh my God, you got a new special. Let me, and I'm like, I had a special come out in January. Not one fucking comic even texted me and said congrats.
Yeah, you've always been in that boat, that kind of
yeah.
thing.
It's kind of like I'm back to
Yeah.
alone again, and that's fine. I feel like Gilbert O'Sullivan.
I'm fascinated by people like you because it's not like comics have helped you, but it's because of who you are and what you put out there that you have such an incredible fan base.
Yeah,
you're
I mean,
right. Especially in LA, a lot of these guys they try to get stuff under other people. Excuse me, ride their coattails.
Yeah, there's a lot of fake. Hey man, hey, can I work with you again? And I'm like, you know what? I see you doing that with every other comic that's kind of got something I can help you with. But these people have never once come to me and went, hey man, I know you like such and such, and I'm going to such and such if you want to come along or something. Simple things. I'm not asking you to boost my career, but if you're going to pretend you're my friend, why don't you do something a friend would do?
Or even just check in once in a while and say, hey, how are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is, there's guys and girls that have been doing that during this whole time, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Ian Edwards checked on me yesterday, and
he's a great guy.
Joe Rogan checked on me.
Have you done Joe Rogan Show?
Yeah, I've been doing Joe Rogan Show for 10 years. I used to do it when he still did it in his house.
Wow.
And now I can't seem to get on it anymore.
Isn't that amazing?
It's like, hey, man, I was there at the beginning. No, it doesn't matter. Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, you and I have talked about that. It's really the case. It's amazing how some people just really do it on their own, but it's impressive.
Joe's become an entire force because, he's become influential as hell in the ether of things.
I know. Isn't it interesting? Like when he talked about Bernie, that was all over the news.
Absolutely.
It was really fascinating how many people started supporting Bernie after that.
And then it's also fascinating how many people were upset that he endorsed Bernie because there's a misconception, a misperception about him. Andrea AOC pulled out of of supporting Bernie because Joe endorsed him.
Really?
Yeah. But I think that's, again, the misperception of Joe Rogan is that people look at him and he's such an alpha male and he's genuinely a man's man. And he's definitely that guy. But I think the perception with people like that is that they're rednecks and that they're racist. And I'm like, you really don't know Joe Rogan at all then, because his daughter's black. So I don't know how the fuck the racist part
right.
came in.
And incredibly conservative. They would think that too.
He's
everything.
not at all. He's open-minded to everything. He doesn't have a racist bone in his body. He's an incredibly intelligent human being, and I think that bothers people, so they try to marginalize him. And I think that might be
politics. Do you have opinions?
No, not really, because I really don't feel like you're not going to get an honest politician ever.
Mm-hmm.
And if there is one, they'll get rid of them.
Yep.
So, I mean, what's the difference? I mean, I don't care enough about it to pay attention to it. And there's so many people who know the ins and outs of it really well. Why would I put my I don't want to start stepping on it in a shitty way.
Well, you know what's funny? I don't get into conversations about it a lot because I'm fucking clueless. So I'm like, I'm not going to start getting upset because I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, like even words that I hear, I'm like, bipartisanship. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, I hear partisan, and I think of really nice bread.
I'd like turkey on a partisan roll.
Yeah, can I get some partisan bread? That'd be great.
No, bipartisan. I want to cut in half.
Yeah. Can I get two? Can I get two of those?
I feel the same way. And then I started getting wrapped into it because I'm going to be honest. I started watching the news and stuff, and I am like, I can't do this.
Yeah, I'm. Is that your house beeping or is that mine?
That was my house beeping, but I'm watching you because we're on the podcast, and I'm also you guys have to watch this on YouTube. You're walking around. Is this the basement?
No, this is my man cave.
Oh my God, it's sick.
Yeah, this is the man cave. See,
I'm so jealous.
Here, you'll dig this. This is how you know it's a man cave.
Wait, where is it?
It's in the east wing of the house. Look, okay, so
I hate you so much.
I'm going to turn the camera around. Can I do that?
Yes.
Look, that's the hallway that'll lead you down to the rest of the house.
Shit.
This is like the garage end of the house. So there's some of the garages.
Oh my God. Some of the garages.
It's five cars, I think.
Russell.
Look, and then you walk into the man cave.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous. You guys have to watch this on YouTube.
You're gonna dig this. Check out the man. This is how you know it's a man cave. This is the man cave bathroom.
There's a bidet. Right? I guarantee.
Oh, it's even better than that. Okay, so it's got the Japanese toilet right here, right?
What does that mean?
It's it opens on its own.
Holy shit!
I'll flush that. I don't know why I didn't flush, but
you have a urinal?
I have a urinal. That's how you know it's the man cave.
I'm so jealous. I want that urinal.
And it's got a really big ass shower in it.
That's gorgeous.
And then, here, I'll show you more if you're into this.
I'm into it. I'm so jealous right now. It has a whole kitchen.
Yeah, it's got the man cave kitchen.
The man cave kitchen, what are you going to cook down there?
Nothing. This is like the secondary kitchen in case the first kitchen's busy.
This room is unbelievable, just so you know. The room that you're showing me.
This is my DJ equipment here.
Wow. I was going to ask you how you became friends with so many huge rappers.
Because I've been DJing for 35 years.
Oh my God, I'm jealous of your life.
Ready? Look, this is the cigar. This is the cigar humidor.
Holy shit. You have like stores in your house.
Yeah, well, that's good. Then there's the safe.
Oh my God. Wait, open that. No,
there's the safe. Yeah, and then I just show everybody the code like an idiot.
Yeah.
So there's that's the office area of the man cave.
Yes.
And then here's like the loungy sitting area.
Are unbelievable. I love the floors.
And it's got the blue Venetian plaster on the wall.
I am freaking out. This is so beautiful.
Look at this.
Look at the man cave.
Yeah, look, you like my tables? These are my tables.
Oh my God. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Huge cassette.
And then the fish tank.
Oh, that's so good if you can't go out and get food.
Fresh sushi. Salt water. And then those are the TVs if you want to watch stuff.
Now, do you hang out down there with friends? Like, what do you normally have guests down there, or you just hang out there alone a lot?
No, when people come over, like dudes come over, I'll bring them over here because so we don't have to hang out in the kitchen or anywhere in the rest of the house.
So that's a wing of the house.
Yeah. Oh, you'll like this too. I'm not a golfer, but the house came with a 9-hole putting green.
Oh my God.
There's the putting green.
That is gorgeous.
There's the
Russell.
It's pretty cool.
Wait,
and there's all these sitting areas.
Show me? Wait a second. What did you just show me to the right?
Right here?
No,
just
the other way. Sorry,
Oh,
is that the house?
Yeah, this is the pool and the barbecue.
Oh my God! I need to come over. This is sick.
I listen. I told you. I think I told you before.
You did.
Whenever you come to LA, you could stay at my house, and you're like, I will stay with my brothers, and I'm like, all right. Well.
Look at this.
So this is the house here. Look, see.
Oh, Russell. Let me explain something. If I could have an eighth of that house from doing stand-up.
You can. You will.
Where in LA is it?
Calabasas.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. And it's always hot. And today's a little chilly, but it's going to heat up by tomorrow.
See, that's a whole different life because I'm not in that kind of environment and it's much more depressing.
Well, you're in the city, right? Or don't you live in New Jersey or something?
I live on Long Island, but you're in that kind of weather. You have the nature, the tree. I mean, it's beautiful.
Here's a piece.
What's that behind you? Is it a guitar?
I'm going to show you right now. Never mind. The guitar is a friend of mine who gave me that. He's
cool.
He's a rapper, producer. He's also the bass player for Public Enemy.
Oh my God.
Signed by Chuck D and everything.
Yeah, that's so. Oh wow.
ACL from Soul, Z Trip, Plug One, Pasta News. But check this out. These are two of Patrice's hats.
I remember the brown one.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, he wore that on. He wore that on one of the, I think, on Tonight Show or something.
Yeah, Patrice O'Neill. Wait, where did you get those? Did he give them to you before he passed?
No, his wife and his mother sent me them after he passed.
Wow.
Because when he passed, they ran out of money for the funeral, and they were short a lot of money. And Kevin Hart and myself both put in the rest of the money.
Yeah, you've done that for a lot of people. I know from just the word on the street.
You know, you got to help.
Incredibly, well, you don't have to, but you do. You really don't have to.
You can't take it with you.
Yeah, I mean,
and you know, I want my legacy to be, man, he helped a lot of people when he was around.
Well, for now, just so you know, that is what everyone says that I've ever spoken to about you. Like, that's all anyone says, if it makes you feel any better.
And now I want them to start saying I'm funny. That's the next thing I need them to say.
They all say you're funny. Who's the guy in the picture behind you? Is that a baseball player?
No, that's this guy?
Yeah.
That's a very famous turntablist named Qbert.
Boy, I was really off.
He's ridiculous with the scratching and stuff. He invents scratch sounds that people couldn't even possibly fathom.
Wow. That's so cool. So you're doing okay during this whole thing? Like you're not.
Things are going to be all right.
What do you think's going to happen? How long do you think we're going to have to be at home, or you don't know?
Honestly, I think it's going to be minimally 2 months.
So do I.
Yeah, minimally. There's no way it's going away tomorrow or by Easter, or. And New York is the hardest hit. New York's going to be the hardest one to clean up because try to get New Yorkers to stay in.
Russell, it's so
son,
bad
here. I'm going outside. Fuck that shit, B.
Yeah.
Ain't no virus catching me. I survived the hood. You know, I'm like, no, son, stay in the fucking indoors.
I don't care about no fever.
Yeah, fuck a fever, man. I fucked a white bitch. I got the fever.
It's very bad in New York. Not to be depressing, but it's very bad. I mean, I know a ton of people who have it. It's crazy. I didn't think I would. Yes, I do.
Wow.
Yep, my oldest friend's ex-husband. I mean, tons of people. My
Balls
dad's best friend. Jimmy is doing better. He works at Gotham Comedy Club. A bunch of my friends, like they weren't hospitalized, but they're sick.
Yeah, it's crazy. I honestly think I had it in January.
That's so weird you just said that because I think I did too. I could not stop coughing.
Yeah, I had it in January. I think I got it in Florida. I was just at dinner and all of a sudden out of nowhere I got hit with like body aches and chills and fever. And I was like, what the fuck? I was fine like about an hour ago.
That's so weird.
And I went back to my hotel and I slept it off and I was still not 100% the next day. And for the next like 2 weeks after that, I was still like coughing and you know, I wasn't 100%.
Well, I'm so glad that you're okay and staying home. It's thank God. I
got to do it for the rest of the family. It's not about me at this point.
Right. What are you going to do? Bring it home to your kid? Like people are just going out and doing all kinds of things. I'm like, and they have kids. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, people are dicks.
They really are.
Yeah, they just like, I'm going to go. That's fine. Nothing's going to happen to me. I'm like, watch when it does, you fuck.
I know.
My daughter's mother went to Texas for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I'm not going to let you see our daughter until 2 weeks after you come back then.
I think that's a very smart thing to do.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not being a dick. I just don't want you to pass anything to my daughter. You don't know who's around you. And she's like, I'm just staying at my boyfriend's and we're not leaving. And then she FaceTimes the other day and she's in a car wash. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I can't deal. I'm sorry. No offense, but I can't deal with people.
Oh, no, me neither. I was really irritated by that one. But now that I put my business out there on the world, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, who cares? I think the more honest you are, the more people like follow you. Not you. I'm just saying, like, we're all just...
No, I believe in transparency and being honest and accountability, you know.
Do you work on yourself? You sound like someone who's been to a lot of therapy.
No. I think I just have I honestly, it's about being honest with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know who you are when you're alone.
That's very true.
You know, and then you can also be like, well, what is the purpose of covering this up? Who am I covering this up for?
Right. You're only as sick as your secrets. Have you heard that?
Yeah.
It's a great
Like,
quote.
I got no secrets. I let it all out. You know, good or bad, it comes out. I don't give a shit.
Well, I think you should feel good about yourself because you're a great human and you've helped me. I really appreciate it.
We're gonna work together again, lady.
I know we are. Are you kidding? I mean, it'll have to be for like 2 people at a time right now, I think. But
I want to put you on one or two of the arena shows. I want you to do that.
I would kill to go on an arena show with you.
Oh, you're gonna do it.
Yeah,
you heard it first, folks. I promised Jessica Kirson, and I will follow through.
I know. You always follow through also.
Yeah, it's too many people are full of shit. You gotta, if you say it, as Puffy used to say, don't speak about it, be about it.
Listen, I want to tell everyone that's listening, Russell is really I'm sorry, you can cover your ears because I know this is hard to hear this shit. But Russell is very rare. Like, there are other comics like him. There's a handful. But what he does is not common, whereas you give back. And I think that's why you also have the career that you have and a fucking mansion, because with 17 garage, that house is beautiful. I have to come there the next time.
Oh yeah, you do. I'm telling you, there's plenty of room and there's plenty of cars.
Oh,
you don't even need to rent a car while you're here.
What's your favorite car that you have? I saw one.
Which one did you see?
I think the Lamborghini. I don't remember.
Oh, you saw my Lamborghini truck?
I was at the Improv, and I think you.
Oh yeah, my yellow one.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that. I just got a new Audi that I really love.
I love Audis.
This is so people know what you're talking about. There's the Lamborghini.
So gorgeous. Oh my God.
But this Audi is my favorite right now.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything. It just looks like a regular whatever kind of car.
Yeah.
It literally has
cool
the same engine as the Lamborghini. And it's fast as shit, and it's got so much technology in it that I love toys like that, you know.
How fast does it go?
It's 570 horsepower.
I don't know what that means.
It can go really fast. You can go 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds or something like that.
Is there anything you don't have that you want, like material thing?
No, not material things.
Not another house?
No, I have a few. I'm good. I just sold my house in Toronto for that same reason. So, you know, I mean, material things don't really mean much to me. I get them because I can, or because I fancy it at the moment. But 9 times out of 10, I give it away to somebody else.
I know,
who's
you're
gonna
unreal.
appreciate it better.
You really are. You're so generous, and I love you. I'm so grateful that you did my podcast.
I am excited to do it because I watch it.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I'm very grateful to you because you don't have to do all this, and it means a lot. It does. I'm a lot like you that way, though. I always try to help people, and I always will.
Yeah, well, we're can you sleep with yourself at night without having weird thoughts in your head? Yeah. Did I do something bad today? Did I do something fucked up? No. Okay, good. I'm good. I'm going to sleep now. That's
right. That's so true. Well, I love you. I appreciate you.
I love you too, Jesse Kirson.
So much for doing this. I'm gonna tell Jim that you love those videos. They're so funny.
Oh yeah, tell Jim those are amazing. They're awesome.
I will, and I will. I'll reach out soon. We will talk very soon.
Indeed, I have some New York dates that just got moved from July to the fall, and you will be on them.
I would kill to do that.
I think they're at the Beacon. They're going to be at the Beacon.
Oh my God, that's awesome! I've never performed there.
Oh really? Yeah, no, it's great.
I
performed
Beacon.
there years ago.
Russell, that's huge.
Yeah, it's great. You're going to kill it.
The Beacon is huge.
Yeah. You're going to kill it.
I love that you do all this without these fucking comedians. Like, no one, you just do it. You just get it done. It's so great.
Yeah, you know, I don't want to add red tape to something that doesn't need red tape.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's so great. Well, I will talk to you very soon, and thank you again, and my love to you and your family.
Thank you, Jess.
Bye, honey.
Continue killing it. Send me a video so I can post it.
I will. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye, Jesse.
Bye, honey.